Hello everyone, and welcome to
It Was Just Banter.
And as always,
it's just a little bit of fun.
I'm Christopher Nightingale.
I'm Joe Pickles.
And I'm Stephen Sargent.
And before we start today's podcast, we're going to have a little catch-up because in between this one and the last one, Sarge has been on a bit of a trek. Really?
Yeah, went to America for 3 weeks. The week before we went, it was when old Thomas Cook decided we're not going to exist anymore, they're fucking bastards. So we booked our flights with them. So yeah, waking up at 3:30 on a Monday morning, checking that Thomas Cook if they're still at the company, and then going no they're not, and then to rebook flights to get to San Francisco was a pain in the arse. Really.
Who did you fly with in the end?
American Airways.
Oh right, okay.
So we flew from Manchester to London, and we saw, well, on the way down we saw like Wembley, Emirates, I think QPR as well.
That was your highlight.
Not on that flight, on that one, yeah. And then we flew from Heathrow to Chicago, then Chicago to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
But on the way to American, you can't knock American Airlines.
No.
Just got pissed on the plane all the way there. Yeah, well and good.
We had to pay extra for the drinks, right?
No, really? Drinks all included. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Leg room was non-existent, so the woman said, "You can get up and wander around if you want."
Well, yeah.
So,
how big was the plane? Like, compared to the little Ryanair planes you get on?
Quite big. It's quite a big one. There was no upstairs row in it. So you could watch films.
You could watch films?
Yeah, I watched a few films on there.
Might mention them later.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, watch one of them. Yeah.
So what was like the highlights of your trip?
Highlights of my trip.
Eating Zlatan.
Yeah, yes.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah. Meeting Zlatan Ibrahimovic. that was very entertaining. Absolute starstruck. We went to the LA Galaxy Stadium wanted to try and do a tour to see what it was like. But I thought it'd be like in England where you could just rock up, do the tour, and bugger off.
And hide in the stadium.
Yeah. No, you have to book everything on freaking line.
Really?
So we went and asked. He said, no, you have to book online. And when we parked the car up, walking to the ground, there was a lot of people playing football. So I stood by the fence and watching them. And there was this great big Swedish man there. So I was, that's Ibrahimovic is there. So I was watching for a bit, taking a few pictures. And then some guy told me, you can't stand here, you need to move along. So I was, alright, yeah. So I went into the shop and bought an LA Galaxy shirt. Very expensive.
How much?
Fucking well expensive.
I bet it was a lot.
Yeah,
it always is from the club shops there.
Yeah, it's the most expensive football shirt I've ever bought.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think dollars wise, if the equivalent of the United one is say like 70 with a printing on, are you saying like looking at like $100 for a shirt? Was it more than that? 120? 150? And you're joking.
No,
you are joking.
$160 odd.
Oh my god!
It's about 135 quid.
Jesus.
So, and then
man.
So we went for a little walk around, and then I got my shirt, and then thought, fuck it, there's not.
Did that have Ibrahimovic on the back?
I had to get that printed on because they didn't have either my size. So I thought, fuck this, we're going. And then as we were walking across the road, the guy said, you're here for the first thing, they're here, the training and all. The players will be out in half an hour. So yeah, and he was on. Ibrahimovic is here as well. I was like, alright, yeah. So if you go back, and there's like a TV screen and a seating area. You go, if you go back down there, and they'll be out in half an hour. So I was like, right, I need a pen. I need to get hold of a pen. So I went into this reception a bit, and I tried asking if she got a pen, and I couldn't get the words out. And it was like, pen, player.
Why?
Do they have? Because I was just a bit excited. And then, as we're waiting, they've got the statue of David Beckham there, who looks nothing like David Beckham. And then all like people came out. I recognised Carrasco, the one who's hanging out the back of Alex Morgan. Jonathan De Santos, that's Giovanni's brother. And I was talking to this American guy, and he was on about. I said, "Oh, is Giovanni not playing in?" And no, he's gone to Mexico, where it's a bit better. I was like, "How shit must the MLS be if the Mexican league is better?" He said, "Yeah, it's pretty awful." I was like, "Well, yeah."
So Carrasco plays for LA Galaxy, right?
Yeah. And then
he's still quite young.
And then they all buggered off through. And then Zlatan, he wandered up after signing a lot of kids' things. And then Missy's got me LA Galaxy one signed by him. And I said, "Oh, please have a picture." So I got a picture of him. And I said, "Oh, do you mind signing this one?" So he like looked, he was like, yeah, whatever. And then I turned around, he signed it, and he went, "Ooh, a very powerful shirt this." And then went off inside, and I was like, wow. And he's, yeah. And I'm taller than him anyway, so it's fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Only just a midget's taller than him.
Oh wow. I bet you like, I bet you love it that.
So, if I could actually get my words out, I would have said, "Please come back to Man United, we're up Shit's Creek without a paddle." Yeah, and then we went from there down that beach, Santa Monica Beach.
Santa Monica Beach, yeah.
Yeah, into Star Wars World, which was not Disney World, sorry, which was a pain in the arse because it was just full of fat bastards in mobility scooters, kids everywhere running around. They were fucking red hot, right? And then the thing what pissed me off about it, the whole thing, like you'd queue up. So say if it was us three who went there, right? We'll go, right, I'll wait in the queue, right? You two go and get like food and whatever you want, and then come back in about half an hour's time when I'm a bit further on in the fucking queue, and then just push past everybody. Right? They did this, and it got me really irate. And then we queued up for the Millennium Falcon. Well, I went to fill up the water, so I sent Mrs. to go and queue up. And then this family started barging past people, so I followed him. And then I went past them, and they go, "Where do you think you're going?" I said, "I'm going down there where my girlfriend is and that." And he said, "Oh well, don't you feel?" I was like, "Don't you fucking dare have got me about queue jumping. You bastards have been doing this all day." "Well, it's not. What do you mean on it like that? Queue jump, you can fuck off. I'm walking on."
That's what he said.
Yeah, and so they were a little bit. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, you can't really say that sort of stuff."
Brilliant.
And then we didn't really see much of LA. Then we went to Universal, which was better than Disneyland. It was really good with Universal. The like live shows they had were brilliant.
Yeah, like the Waterworld one.
Yeah,
it is good. That is good.
Yeah.
So would you say it's the best holiday you've ever been on?
Yeah.
Remember, you've been on some pretty good ones with me and Pickles, so you know.
I know.
So be careful before you got to that one.
Well, there's no football, soccer, so no. But
which is the favourite one you've been on out of the football ones? So there's two to choose from, right?
Three to choose from, isn't there?
Three to choose from.
Yes,
which
three.
is your favourite one out of those ones?
My favourite one. I did like Barcelona. I did like Dortmund as well. It's hard to choose, really. It's hard to choose. I would have said Germany the first time if the yellow wall was there. But the second time was alright, but I had a busted hand, so I really couldn't do much.
Yeah, I liked Germany, the Dortmund one, a lot more the second time round.
Yeah,
because of the yellow wall.
But not just that as well. I think it was later in the year, so it was like sunny all the time, and we got to go to Mönchengladbach as well and see two games for the price of one, and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
But the Barcelona one, we did see Leicester win the league.
Yes, that was quite amazing actually.
That's the highlight.
Yeah.
The problem with America is the tax. They have like they say like beer, for example, is $6 for not even a pint, and they add tax on top of that, so it works out like £5 for a pint, and it's ridiculously
Maybe
expensive.
that's not that much different than some places.
To be fair, in London you're probably looking at a bit more
But for
than
a
that.
300ml bottle of
yeah,
Budweiser,
yeah.
it's exactly the same price.
I was
It's
in,
ridiculously
I was in
expensive.
London and I got a few years ago, and this is like 4 years ago now, bowl of chips and a Peroni, and that was like 10 quid.
Fucking hell.
Jeez.
And that wasn't even right in the centre, that was like a
Jesus
little tiny bit out of the
Yeah.
centre. So, you know.
But
God, up here you'd be looking at like a Peroni and a bowl of chips, you'd be looking at about
yeah.
5 quid, half that.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
And it wasn't even that many chips, it was like small little.
The food was alright though. They had banged cheese on absolutely everything.
Yeah, the food's mental over there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but it's so unhealthy for you.
Oh yeah.
but it's brilliant.
Yeah. McDonald's over there is shit.
Oh really?
Yeah. You get better choice over here.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crap choice for Mackey's.
Did you go for the supersize meat? Or did they do that now?
They don't have supersize anymore.
Oh, they cut it out.
Was that because of the film?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I think they probably did out of the film. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, homelessness was rife though in places. There's
Really?
yeah, there's
In Los Angeles?
San Francisco's worst place.
Yeah, it is.
It is
Yeah,
bad
some
for it.
places. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Unfortunately,
cycled round on the first day we were there, so we went over Golden Gate Bridge,
Mm.
which is more impressive on the TV. It's a lot like that in America. If you want to go, don't go. It's just it's like a mile and a half. It's a mile fucking long.
Yeah.
It's better on the TV.
It's Carl Pilkington, isn't it?
Right, yeah. Alcatraz is good. If you're going to do that, do that at night, yeah. Do that at night, you see way more.
Do Alcatraz at night?
Yeah,
Do you do it at night?
yeah.
Did
you not do it at night?
No, I did it during the day.
Oh, you're a clown.
No, but
But you see way more at night.
But what?
They open more up.
Do they?
Yeah, they open up an extra wing,
Oh wow.
and then they slam all the cells. They open and shut all them for you at night as well.
Jesus, I didn't know we did that. No, I just went during the day.
But it was good though. And then, yeah, there was a baseball game on when we were there, and the guy goes, "Oh, who won? Who won?" I was like, "Well, I don't know. I've not been." Well, do you not follow baseball? It's like rounders. I don't have a fucking clue.
Did you say that?
It is actually.
And then
It is rounders with extra, just
yeah, and then
jazzed up.
More fans.
yeah, and then we
Which do you
cycled
prefer,
around.
LA or San Francisco?
I prefer San Francisco because I didn't really see much of LA.
Yeah.
We walked down Chinatown in San Francisco, and I was expecting like stalls out everywhere, like in
Yeah, it's,
like stalls everywhere, like just smelling of Chinese food. Didn't just stunk of piss.
yeah. No, the Chinatown in San Francisco is not the best. The Chinatown in LA is the better Chinatown.
And we did the Hollywood Stars as well, which is fucking pointless.
Yeah,
They just dish them out to any fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody can get them. Anybody can get a fucking star on there. Donald Trump's got one, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no.
Don't know how he's got one.
No. Yeah. He was in Home Alone.
Yeah, that's probably why he got it
That's why
then.
he got a star.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
star performance in that.
I mean, Kermit the Frog's on there twice. He's in the Muppets, and then he's got his own one.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I like it.
No, but why did he
No,
give it twice then?
yeah, no, I get
You might
it.
as well give
I
it
get
freaking Miss Piggy and all then. We go around Kermit's house any night of the week, stand around like that pink pig, don't you? Yeah.
Oh Christ!
What else we
Oh
got?
Christ!
Yosemite, that national park was brilliant there. That was nice. We thought we were staying in the middle.
Didn't you go to Las Vegas?
Yeah, that's nuts. Vegas is absolutely fucking nuts. You walk down the street. Well, we dropped the car off, and then we got this hire car, and I wanted a Ford Focus because I've got one and I know how to drive it. And then they give us an upgrade, and it was a Nissan. It was shit, most uncomfortable piece of crap ever. I dropped it off, and the big coloured guy behind the counter, he goes, "Oh, was everything alright with your car?" And I went, "No." I went, "Why? When it's done 40,000 miles, I think you should scrap it. It's shit. It's uncomfy. It's all this." And then this guy was just getting mad and mad and mad, and me just complaining about how crap this car was. And then we could have got a taxi or a bus, but we had to walk for that. And then I read that the taxi drivers just take you all over the place there, so they can give you to get more money out of you. So and then we ended up walking back, and it was like a 5.5 mile walk back to where we were, and we went into that. I think it's like what's that? Porn stars. It's the not that sort of porn stars. The one where you go and hand in stuff and then they give you money for it.
Like on TV.
The TV program.
Sorry. That,
the TV
of
program,
course. No, I thought it was
yeah.
different.
Yeah, we went into that shop there. That was alright. But there's like weird shit going around. There'd be like a big fat woman making money with her tits out, and people were just like chucking this money in there. Then there'll be like some really nice looking girls with like whatever out. And we were walking back, right, and this guy handed me like some cards, and I didn't know what was on it, so I flipped through these cards. It's call this number if you want these girls delivered to your door. And then Mrs. grabbed them out of my hand and went, no, you're not having them, and chucked them in the bin.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
Fucking hell.
yeah. And we went Hoover Dam. That was alright. Grand Canyon.
I would love to go to the Grand Canyon, actually.
It's just a big hole in ground.
I'm sure it's more than that, but...
Yeah.
Would you go back?
Where?
Well, to America?
I don't think you would.
I don't know.
Let's say you didn't meet Zlatan. Would you go back then?
Right, the only thing I'd go back for is when we were in San Francisco, I went on this tour to the Muir Woods, and I convinced myself it's where this film Star Wars. But when I got home and read about it, they didn't actually film it there. They filmed it further up the bloody thing. So I mugged myself right off.
Yeah.
I went to them fucking woods, didn't I? But once you've seen one of them big trees, you've seen them all. So
that's it then. You've done America as far as you're concerned.
yeah, I won't go back.
I don't know if I'd go back, because I thought that when I went to LA and San Francisco, and I'd done it.
There's other bits, isn't there? There's like, I don't know. No, I won't go back. Don't think. No.
But the main thing is you had a good time.
Yeah.
That's good though.
And I didn't get shot. So,
If you come out of it alive, that's a major thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe because I'm not black, that's why I probably came out alive, really.
Tell you what though, that is a shouting off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Put me on a favourite film as well.
oh right. So
Yeah.
after that little catch up, we're moving on to the subject of this podcast, which is about films.
Inspector Cole, there'll be fantasy, there'll be daring do and stuff like you would never see.
Hey, a movie! Yeah, we're gonna be a movie!
Starring everybody and me.
There'll be heroes bold, there'll be comedy, and a lot of fuss that is for us real happily. Hey, a movie! We can watch it all develop. Starring everybody and me!
Now, the last time we were talking about films was for The Meaning of Life, and believe it or not, that was 5.5 years ago. That is a long time ago now.
Yeah.
And have your tastes in films changed during that time, Sargy, or are they pretty much the same?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good. I know mine have a bit.
Yeah, mine have. Yeah. So some have stayed the same, some have new ones, and then there's some that haven't quite made it into my top 5 favourites.
You're going to mention those as well?
Yeah, I'll mention a
Yeah.
few of them, yeah.
So basically what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to talk about our favourite films. We tried to get down to 5, but I don't think Joe's got down to 5.
No, I don't know how. Like a woman, really.
No, but it's hard. It's hard to do.
It's not that hard.
I had to
really.
leave out some crackers out
I've
of my
got a
top
favourite
5.
one, and that won't be. Well, that won't be beaten, so you know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
And then we're going to do the same for the worst. And then after that, we're going to basically discuss stuff like franchises that have gone on too long, sequels that we think are better than the originals, stuff like that, questions like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is start with our favourite films.
What about remade films as well?
Oh, you can chat about them if you
Yeah,
want.
that's one of those that's been remade that I can...
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney has a lot of them.
Yeah, Disney.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do, Sargy, talk us through your favourite films.
My favourite films are Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. I think that is the best Star Wars film.
It's good.
That's
It is a very, very good film. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, okay.
I like that one, that's quite good.
It's a good film. Yeah.
It's a very good film. Dirty Harry.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood one, yeah. Rush.
That is a very good film.
The film about Niki Lauda and
Yeah,
James
that is a very, very
I've
good
seen
film.
that, but I can
It's
imagine
very good.
It is a very good film.
Von Howard.
Actually, it's
So that's 3. What else?
That's 3.
Yeah,
4.
4.
It's
You said
4.
4.
You got
so
4. You
far,
got
yeah.
one more to
I've got
go.
one more to go. Back to the Future.
Hey!
Number.
That's on my list as well.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Snap.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's on my top 5 as well.
I do like that. But
What about the ones that have just missed out then?
the ones that I missed out are the second Rambo, because that is probably the best Rambo out of a lot of them.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that's a good film.
Oh.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That's a good film.
Up.
Yes.
Oh, nice. He loves that one.
Yeah.
I do like Up. That was quite good.
That's would have been on my list, but it's just missed out.
Forrest Gump.
I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
I do like Forrest
seen it.
Gump.
Yeah.
Too long.
I mean, it's not my favourite. Well, it's not on my
No.
list.
It's a
but,
bit too long every night. Lord of the Rings. That'll be on there. One of them. They're alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're my favourite ones. And then the ones that I've only just missed out.
Ah, cool.
Oh, Kelly's Heroes and Where He Was There and Good, the Bad and the Ugly.
Basically, any Clint Eastwood.
Any
one gets-
Clint Eastwood one really
gets in
what
there.
gets on that list apart from Bird because that's shit.
You've said that before, actually.
Yeah, that's a change.
That's a change. That's
No. He's always maintained a Bird.
It's
Bird
absolute
is
crap.
In fact, I'm not sure I've seen.
Clint.
I've seen bits of one, but I've not seen all of any.
I think the only Clint Eastwood film I've seen all the way through is Dirty Harry, actually.
Mule. Like, he's got this other one out. I watched this on the plane back from America called Mule. He plays this old guy, well he has to now, he's fucking ancient, who was a florist, and he was really good at floristry shit. He won loads of awards, but because of the internet it put him out of business.
Okay.
And he turned up to his granddaughter's engagement party, and this guy calls up, he said, "Oh, you skimped for money," and he said, "Well, yeah." He goes, "If you need a job, ring this number." So he rings this number, and it turns out it's for drug trafficking, so they've been a drug mule, and he ends up doing all these drug runs and that. Then he gets busted in the end. That's quite a good film. He gets his head kicked in a bit. Yeah.
You love those films, though, right?
Yeah.
There's a few of yours that I mentioned. So,
American Sniper. That was.
I've seen that.
I thought.
I actually haven't seen that.
And
I thought it was alright.
I thought it was alright, but it wasn't as good as everyone said. For me, it wasn't as good as everyone said it was.
Yeah.
But I remember I think I watched it with my sister years ago.
But yeah, definitely Empire Strikes Back is my favourite one.
No. I think that's seen. The general consensus is across a lot of Star Wars fans that that's the best Star Wars film. Empire Strikes Back. I feel a lot.
And
The bit I remember from that the most is the bit that start with all snow.
Yes.
That's just the bit I remember the most from that film.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I remember.
I think that's the problem now though, because I go into Star Wars, like the new ones, and expect it to be as good as that one. Then you're trying to compare it to that, you're like, no, it's not as good as that. But yeah.
So, Joe, on with your list of favourites.
Right, so I've got a lot.
Okay, no, go for
Well,
it.
I've put crosses next to the ones that definitely won't make my top 5.
Okay, that's
The other
fine.
ones I can't decide.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Firstly, the best film in the world is We Made History of Bradford City season 2012-2013 review.
Yes. Fuck off Chelsea.
I'm questioning if that's a film.
That wasn't the Chelsea. That wasn't the Chelsea.
No.
That's technically not a film.
Okay.
But if you haven't seen it, it's about a fourth tier side that makes it the League Cup final and gets promoted in the same season. It's
Fuck you, Arsenal.
unbelievable.
Okay.
And Aston Villa, and then get battered
And
by
Alistair and everybody else.
Yeah, you get battered by some Welsh people then, didn't you?
Right, I'll go through the films that I've got crosses next to
Okay.
that definitely won't make it.
Okay.
Some ones I've added today include David Brent, Life on the Road.
Yes.
That's got a cross next to it, but I do like it.
We saw that at the cinema,
Yes.
and yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I'm kind of touch and go on it. If I'm in the right mood, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. It's The Office
I
film.
liked that film a lot. I thought it was great, but it's not one of my all-time favourites. But two films I haven't seen in a long time, so I can't really. Kes.
I still need to watch that all the way through.
60. There's a film called 66, which is about.
Yes, that's a good film.
I haven't seen it in so long, so I can't put it in the top 5. But I remembered I loved that when I watched it.
Yeah,
I really love that. Finding Nemo.
Okay. Okay.
The Truman Show.
Oh, film. Yes.
There's a French film that I watched on Netflix ages ago, which is obviously translated into English.
We Surrender.
Called The Climb, which is about a guy who climbs Everest, based on a true story from essentially a council estate in Paris.
Interesting.
I thought that was brilliant, but it's probably not that great a film in terms of in relation to other films. But I loved it.
No,
and I watched it a while ago. Obviously, I've got the 3 Bourne films.
Okay.
I've split those down into.
Yes.
So my favourite one of those is the Bourne Supremacy. The other 2 I've put crosses next to.
Okay.
The Bourne Identity and the Bourne Ultimatum.
So that's the second one.
That's the first and the third.
Okay, so the second one's on the list.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the best Bourne. Actually, I think.
Interestingly enough, that's the one that gets the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score.
That's
3 of them.
That's a strange
one. So I've got crosses next to Identity and Ultimatum. Matilda.
Oh yes.
I had a cross next to that one.
Yeah.
There's a film called Return to Oz.
Oh, fuck's sake, I've just remembered one I like. Oh, fucking hell.
Go on then, you chip in with that one. Chip in.
Bad Santa.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
I don't think that's too good a film.
Why?
That's my personal opinion. I don't think.
A pissed up Santa who robs stuff.
Well, no, but I've seen it, but I would not put that on me. So,
yeah. A Bad Santa 2 I watched the other day as well. That's good. That's yeah.
So yeah, Return to Oz is one I used to watch when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't necessarily watch it now, unless I was in the right mood, like I said with David Brent film.
Yeah.
But it was in the list. Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring, and Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Yeah, Two Towers is a better one.
Those were the crosses. Both of those.
Okay.
So the last one, obviously. Jumanji.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. The remake was crap.
I haven't seen that.
I like the remake.
You like that?
I like the remake. I think the remake's good. I think it is good.
I don't think I could quite get the concept of the new one because of the game and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I prefer it the old way. But
they're doing a sequel to it as well, aren't they? And I think that's just
they?
shite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh right, so yeah, you snapped on that one.
The Land Before Time.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you haven't seen that, that's an animated dinosaur film.
That's pure. Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to watch that over and over and over and over again, and I would still watch it today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Robin Hood, the one with the
Prince of Thieves.
No, fuck that. No, that shit.
Are you on about an animated film?
The Disney one.
But the Disney one with the fox and everything. I haven't seen that,
is good,
but I heard loads of people rave about that.
That is good. That one.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, come to think of it, is not on the list. Not on this list. It wouldn't be on this list, but I did do like that a lot.
Yes.
Cool Runnings.
Oh, great film. Yeah. Yes.
And the first Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, add a cross next to it. Now moving on to the ones that don't have a cross.
Wow.
I'll go from top to bottom.
Okay.
The Great Escape.
Oh, film. Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant film.
Yeah.
You mentioned about remakes before. The Italian Job. obviously the first one
Yes.
is on the list.
Yeah.
The second one is unbelievably awful.
Yeah, it is. All agree on that, I think.
Yep.
The Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that is fucking brilliant. That
It
film.
is a great
Yeah.
film. It is a great
That
film.
is a really good film.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Muppets, but I wouldn't say that's my
That probably wouldn't be.
favourite one.
That probably wouldn't be my top 3. Probably not my 5 because I couldn't watch it in July.
No.
That's just why.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it's a Christmas film.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King,
Yeah.
as I said. Jurassic Park.
Of course. I mean,
For me, that has to be.
that is,
That
yeah,
has to be
it's got to be in there. What do you think of the fact that the next one is going to have the original characters from the first Jurassic Park in it?
I think it's stupid and they should have stopped it.
Okay.
We'll all get fucking
When I get into my worst films,
Okay.
that will come up again.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That's on all the time on the evenings, and I still watch it when it's on, and
Yeah.
I never get bored.
No.
I
I think the ending of that film is so spot on.
Yes.
Mr. Doubtfire.
When the speech at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, it's brilliant, that, isn't it?
It's absolutely could not have done that better.
That almost makes it number 1 for me. Almost.
Yeah, that is it is absolutely spot on.
The Terminal.
Yes, that is yeah.
Tom Hanks
That's an
stuck in an
under.
airport.
That's it's funny how not many people know about that film.
Yeah. I love that film. I
Castaway.
think it's great. Oh, take Spirit Castaway for a minute if you want.
No, just thinking Castaway's a good film.
It is a good film. Yeah. But The Terminal I love.
You've sparked me noggin now. It's
Well,
all,
no, this
all
is
good
this is
films.
exactly.
Like,
But I knew this was.
yeah.
We knew.
Yeah,
I knew.
yeah.
I think we knew that this was going to happen.
I've got 2 Tom Hanks films here, and the final one, Schindler's List.
Oh yes. Yeah, that is a very good film.
I'm slightly embarrassed to say that I still have not seen Schindler's List.
It is a good film. It is a good film.
And I need to watch it.
That.
I do need to watch it.
That's brilliant. Yeah, and that's it.
Wow.
And that's it. So
That
there's
is
what?
a fair list.
I think there's
that is a
two-
fair list.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 top ones.
9 that could be on the thing.
Well, it beats my list.
Yeah, I did have a top 10 that I then had to try and cram down to a top 5, and I kind of did it by if I was on a desert island and they destroyed all films apart from this 5.
And a DVD player.
Would I?
Please be
Would
honest.
I? Would
Please
it?
destroy the artist.
No, the artist isn't on there.
Yes.
It isn't on there.
Yes.
I have 2 musicals on it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, I have one, don't I?
But that is because I actually like musicals. So I have a La La Land, which I just adore, absolutely adore.
Before, yeah.
I have Mary Poppins as well,
Oh, really?
the original Mary Poppins, which I think is an underrated film,
Big fan, yeah.
which is actually a very, very good film. I have Back to the Future
Yes.
because
Which
it's
one
just
though? Which
the
one?
first one. Because I think it's pretty close to spot on.
I'll be honest. I
like
think they're half decent because they're so popular. They must be half decent, but I can't get those films.
I like
You can't get
I like the first one and I like the third one.
Yeah,
And Back to the Future.
I agree with you. I think they're the best ones.
The second one's a bit.
I don't like the second one. It's too dark. It's too dark. Is the second one? It gets really dark. The third
but the
one's like
idea
a
about-
western.
Yeah, no,
which
but
is
the
great.
idea about it is fucking brilliant. Though. If you could go back in time and go and get a sports almanac and go and fucking make your riches by betting on all
betting on stuff
Oh,
in the
you
past
defi- oh,
and then
you
winning
definitely
money.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd never bet on Bradford City to fucking win at Plymouth Argyle.
Well,
again, would you?
I said I didn't say to you. I said on Friday, don't do that, and you still did it. So you can't really go on about that because you were warned.
And then I have Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I just
film, yeah,
Oh,
which
tried
I
watching
just
that.
love.
yeah,
I've
I've
tried
seen
it.
it.
I just
Yeah,
love
good film.
because I mean it's ridiculous. It would never happen. But
No.
just for pure
It's some way
escapism of him
he has-
pulling it off, it's
He
like
has a day off
you
school,
genius,
doesn't he?
yeah.
He just,
And he
yeah.
has the best day of it, yeah. And then I have The Fugitive with
Yes, that
Harrison
is good.
Ford.
I think
Oh,
I've
no.
seen that.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen that
I think
actually.
With
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones chasing him, and he's a doctor who tries
Yes.
to clear his name as a.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a good film.
I think I might
I
have seen that.
absolutely
Yeah.
adore that film.
Did he get shot in the woods?
No, he has to jump off a dam to escape, and then he has to find this one-armed man who's killed his wife, and everyone thinks everyone thinks Harrison Ford's done it, so he has to try and prove his innocence whilst being chased by the police.
I like that.
I can't get enough of that film. I absolutely think it's the best thriller ever made.
It might have been a Liam Neeson one, where he ends up getting shot in the woods or something.
I don't know which one you're about. Sorry. But like those are my top 5, and that meant I had to leave a Bond film out. I was like, oh my god! If I had to leave Bond out, and I couldn't put a Jackie Chan one in there.
The Foreigner.
I haven't seen The Foreigner. That's
Neither of you mentioned. I mean, it's not in mine, but I know you've talked about it a lot of times. Neither of you's mentioned Happy Gilmore, but is that not in it for either?
No, Happy Gilmore's not. Happy Gilmore is.
No.
It's a funny film.
It's funny, but it's not. It's not. You don't mean that. Yeah. Leave it. Yeah.
It's like any Adam Sandler film. Really, it just gets.
It has its moments, but as an overall film, it's not that best. I had to leave the silent films out. I had to leave animated films out. So many animated films are put in. Up I would put in.
You liked Inside Out, didn't you? When you
Inside Out was good.
Inside Out.
Brilliant.
Love Inside Out.
That was a very good film.
Coco as well, Pixar one, love that. So many that I had to leave out. It was really hard crunching them down to the top 5. But yeah, those are the top 5.
Wedding Crashers, I like that one.
I like that film.
That is a good film.
It's not.
It is shit, but good. It is.
Yeah,
I do like Owen Wilson films. I do quite like his films. Like Cars. Cars 2 was on yesterday.
Yes.
And that is good.
He advertises sofas now.
Yeah.
I love Shanghai Nights.
Yeah, they're good.
Shanghai Nights is
Shanghai Noon. Shanghai Noon's the better one.
I know, I like Shanghai Nights more than Shanghai Noon. Just because they're in London.
I can't believe.
And it's
Euro Trip. Like, I was watching some of the clips from that like last week when he's on about the bus and he's driving down the wrong side of the street.
Vinnie Jones's finest hour. Euro Trip.
Although he was also in Mean Machine.
Yes,
which is funny.
That is good.
And
he's in a war film.
If you've seen She's the Man, he rips that film up. He makes that film. He makes it. He absolutely makes it.
She's the Man.
Other ones.
Oh, well, he's done because he started in like Snatch and all these like Lock, Stock and
yeah, they're good.
So
yes.
So what we're gonna move on to? We've done all the gushing of these films. Now we're going to have a right good roasting because we're going to go on to what we think are the worst films we've seen.
Sarge, go you first because you.
Sarge, what do you think are just films that you're like, Jesus Christ?
Transformers.
Oh my God! And we've got this on tape as well.
Transformers.
So I was right all along. Yes. I agree. They're all shite.
I don't know about seeing it because it's.
They are all shite.
They are shit.
I can't believe this.
Well, all of them.
Wow.
Shit.
Oh, wow. What a transformation in 5 years. God.
Crap.
That's amazing.
That is a big transformation.
That is a massive transformation.
I'm also. I don't know whether this is on the list. I don't know. I am tempted to say that Star Wars The Last Jedi potentially is a very shit film because there's parts in that film you're like, what the fuck is going on? Right, it starts out, they go out fucking attack this great big thing, battleship, and matey boy's told he can't do it, and then they all turn back, and then Princess Leia gets blasted out into space, right? And you think, right, no, to be fair, right, that's a good ending, she's dead. Right, fair enough, she's dead. In real life as well, let her just die and float off into space, and no, she fucking wakes up and then flies herself back, and you're like, no, yeah, it's just bullshit. And then there's a bit
so many films though
but then there's a bit halfway through it where they fuck off onto this planet because they have to go find this guy, and then they end up riding the fucking Star Wars equivalent of the fucking Grand National.
Brilliant.
That is by far the most unnecessary part of any Star Wars film ever.
Well, then then Yoda turns back up in it for a bit with Luke, and that's pretty funny. There's a bit of funniness there, but he's like, but Yoda, you're never really that comical, are you? And then there's a bit at the end where Luke's battling this guy.
I thought that was actually the best part of the film.
It was, but then he missed. He could have said one line in it where if he said, like when Obi-Wan Kenobi says to Darth Vader, "If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine." Yeah. Luke should have just fucking said that to him.
Yeah.
Right, and then you go like, then that would have made all the shitness of the Grand National and the fucking her getting blasted out into space. Apparently, she's only in it for 8 minutes in the next one because they've had to use footage of the last film. Why did you fucking kill her off then?
Well, no, because they didn't. No, because they'd already shot it by before she died. So
I know, but for 8 minutes of it, it's.
And also, they know the films are so bad, so awful, that they have to
this is the other thing, like
past characters trying to get people coming back because it's
no,
like
but no, because it'll finish it'll finish the franchise. I don't like how they're killing off them old characters.
It's not going to finish the franchise. You and I both know in about 25 years.
No,
they're going to come back saying we're going to make another.
No, that story. It'll finish that part of that story off, right? The killing off. There was no. I don't think there was a need to kill off Han. You could have killed off another pointless character in that first film.
Did Han Solo die then?
Yeah.
Well,
Luke,
he died, yeah.
Luke, you didn't have to kill him off. You could have killed off the Chinese looking lady, right? She was a fucking pointless character. No, right? No.
Couldn't you have said the lady?
You know, but there's more than one. The Chinese, the one who.
Does she have a name?
Well,
I've forgotten the name.
Yeah, something fucking weird. So she could have got killed off. A pointless character added to it. It was her who went riding the fucking Grand National. Fucking kill her.
It sounds like it's. I mean, I've not seen it, but it sounds like it's just. And I don't want to see it.
Yeah, no, you don't want to.
Definitely not.
It is pretty bad. I didn't like it.
Are you looking forward to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't dampened your spirit to watch the next one.
Oh no.
It's like VAR.
VAR can go suck a dick. Unless you're Liverpool, and then you'll just be hanging out the back of it.
So what's next on your list then? So you got the whole Transformers series, which is unbelievable.
The Last Jedi.
Have you got anything else that you really think Jesus just bin it now? Just
Mad Max Fury Road.
People love that film, Sarge.
No, sorry, not that one. Not that one, sorry. No, Mad Max.
Alright, okay.
Beyond the Thunderdome with Tina Turner.
Alright.
That's pretty shit.
No, I haven't seen that.
That is crap.
That's 3. Wait, no. Well, technically it's all Transformers series. How many Transformers?
Because I think there's 5 in there.
So technically 5? Like 7 now, right?
No, I'll just name like the 4th Transformers or something.
What, the one that you wanted me to watch in the cinema because you said it was better than the artist? Or wait.
The 5th one. Not the 3rd one.
Oh God!
Just one of them. Just fucking one of them.
Group them into the same one.
Yeah, they're all the same shit, aren't they?
They are rubbish.
Amazing.
And then, but funnily enough though, the Transformers ride in Universal was pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Better
it was. Yeah, better than the films. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. What other bad films? Bird. Gotta stick that in. That is crap.
Yeah.
That is awful. What other really bad films are there? I watched one or two on when we're going to Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And one of them was called RV with Robin Williams.
Oh, with Robin Williams in it. Yeah. That is.
He's got to go to this business meeting.
Yeah, that's
right.
Not
but
his finest out.
No, but he rents this RV to get there. He takes all his kids, and it's just shit.
Yeah, it's not the best. That was.
Is he on 5?
I think you're
5 actually.
pretty close.
Jedi,
Is there
Transformers,
any more that burning away
Mad
at you?
Max, Bird, and
Burning away at me. There'll probably be some more when you mention them.
Okay, no,
Yeah, fair
no
enough.
worries.
fair enough.
Right, Pickles. What have you got on your list?
No, it's not as long as the last list.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Yes.
awful.
Yeah, I would.
That is awful.
Is that the worst? Would you say that's the worst of the Jurassic Park?
Yes, and the new ones aren't even good.
The new ones are
I actually think that the second new one, Fallen Kingdom, is worse than Jurassic Park 3.
I've never seen
When I think about Jurassic Park now, I think about one film,
Why don't we
yeah,
just stop
and
at
I just
number one?
pretend they don't.
That's the
exist.
safest thing.
I
to
pretend
do.
they don't exist.
Why don't we just stop that?
worse than
Yeah, no, that's the
But that's a good shout. It's pretty bad.
Godzilla.
Oh yes! God, I watched that in the cinema.
I was so excited to go and see that, and I was only like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I did actually enjoy it when I saw it in cinema, but I'm that right age to.
They're doing another one,
But
aren't
now I
they?
look back on it, it is pretty.
They've
awful.
done loads of them Godzilla
And the
films.
comedy is just like.
They've done more like Godzilla versus King Kong, and there's a new
Yes.
Godzilla
King
coming
Kong's
out.
a pretty bad film, but it's not here.
I remember going to watch it as an 8-year-old and thinking it's not very good. That I didn't like it.
Yeah. It's a poor film.
It's
It's a poor film, and the acting's poor.
I missed out
Everything.
freaking one of Daniel Craig's Bond films as well.
Oh right, okay. I
Yeah,
can get behind that.
yeah. I'm going to say the Quantum of Solace.
I'm kind of going to start with the ones that
Yeah.
are more obviously bad, and then go to the more controversial.
Okay,
ones.
okay.
The Minions movie. No, I don't know whether to include that because it's an animated film and I'm older now. But it was awful.
No, but even animated films should be still pretty good. Like, if it's bad, it's bad.
That was awful.
That
was awful.
It's I think it's.
I don't have a clue what was going on. There was like the Queen was involved or something in Buckingham Palace. I can't remember.
I think it's a case
It was
of
awful.
they take a couple of characters that are all right in small doses.
Yes.
And they just blow it to the absolute max,
terrible.
and they take it too far.
Loads of kids love it.
I agree.
it's
I found that a
colourful,
hard watch in the cinema.
Another half animated film, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, that sounds. I mean, yeah. Even the trailers annoyed me.
No, it's
So I
just,
didn't watch.
it's just like really high pitched squeaking for an hour and a half.
Oh no, yeah.
And
I could only cope with the trailer, and then that was it.
It's horrible. It is horrible.
Yeah.
Right, what's the less? There's a film with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon in called Four Christmases.
Yeah, that's a bad film.
I just remembered that the other day.
Yeah, that's a bad film.
That is truly.
That is a
have you
bad-
seen that?
yeah,
that is horrible. That is really horrible.
That is a bad film.
I remember years
That's a
ago.
really poor film.
I saw it on TV and I saw the info bar. It said, as Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, and there's a bit of comedy, might actually be okay. No, it's the worst hour and a half of my life.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I'm going to go with 2 Jim Carrey films now.
Oh, okay.
One I watched the other day that I just mentioned, Fun with Dick and Jane.
Haven't seen it.
It's just,
But it doesn't sound as good as title, does it?
dear, it's awful.
Okay.
I mean, it's about them losing. He loses his job in like this big corporation, and then they lose the house, and then lose all the money, and it's kind of touching on a serious subject, but it's got a lot.
Why was
comedy in
that fun?
And then he drives around the middle of the night trying to steal people's gardens, ripping up people's grass and taking them back to their house because they've lost their garden.
Jeez.
And it is awful, man. And then watch it.
Okay.
Just for
Okay.
giggles, but it is horrible. And if my sister's listening, Yes Man.
That is, couldn't get that film. Couldn't get into
It's
it.
so annoying. It is so annoying.
There's a film called, I think it's called Multiplier. Watch, it's fucking crap. This guy clones himself, right? So he's got this big thing, right? He's a constructor, right? And he builds all this shit, and he can't deal. He's like the boss of it. And his head starts getting battered about. So he clones himself, and then he ends up losing his wife and kids. Walk out on him and all this shit. And in the end, he does. It's just fucking shite.
I The reason I said about my sister went with the Yes Man is because I think that might be in one of her favourite films.
Is it?
Years ago, when she sat down to watch it, and she said, "Go watch this, Joe. It's really funny." I was sitting there thinking, "No, it's really not."
Oh man.
Yes, man.
Yeah, it's. Do you know it?
Yeah, it just says yes to everything.
Yeah, and it's just.
That's the film.
I think probably for the first 2 minutes of the film, the comedy is okay actually, but after 4 minutes, it's like get
It
lost.
outsays its welcome.
Get lost, mate. I actually think there might be Yes Man 2, but I'm not sure of that.
No, I don't think there is.
Sweeney Todd, the musical with
Interesting,
Johnny Depp in.
because I know a couple of other people who absolutely love that film.
Now I
know. I
don't like the musicals,
No.
although I do have one in the favourites. So that's
What
kind
was
of
it?
Muppet Christmas Carol's in my favourite one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is.
yeah.
That is a lot. Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, it's horrible. It was unbelievable. Right, so I'm getting to more controversial ones now.
Okay.
There's a film called Insidious.
Oh, is that a yeah, I wouldn't have watched that. It's a horror.
It's awful. They end up in a room with gas masks on, filming it, trying to exorcise this ghost from the top of the room.
No,
It's truly unbelievably bad.
No, don't.
It's awful.
Don't watch horror films.
It's awful. Now, horror films as a genre are not that good. So to be a bad horror film, it must be bad.
Yeah.
But that film actually gets a reasonably high percentage.
Wow.
In terms of reviews.
Wow. Okay.
But it is unbelievable. Right, so what have I mentioned? Gravity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I sat down to watch it thinking it could be a reason. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a whole film of Sandra Bullock on her own, kind of groaning. And then I think who is it? Is it another famous guy? Clooney.
Oh yeah, George Clooney
comes in every now and again and says, "Alright, how are you doing? I'm still floating around in space," and then goes away again.
Yeah. I'm not for that, and I quite like space films, but I'm not for that one.
Moon's a crap fucking film, and
I haven't mentioned Escape Plan yet. I think the bit that tipped me over the edge was when Sylvester Stallone gets launched out of the bottom of the boat by a water spout, goes flying in the air, shoots people in a helicopter while he's flying, goes down under the ship, and somehow survives. I mean, when you're under the ship, you would get propelled to death, right?
Propelled to death, yeah.
Amazing. Oh god, that
was awful. Right, the two most controversial ones.
Okay.
Avatar.
No, I
agree with you.
With you guys, but it's
well, I mean, is it?
It was meant to be.
I'll say it's absolutely awful because obviously special effects were in the way it's made, but it's overrated. It's so overrated.
It's
yeah,
so overrated.
No, it is crap, that film.
And the final one is all of the James Bond films.
James Bond. You appear with the tedious inevitability of an unloved season.
All of them?
Yes.
What do you mean, all of them?
all in a little basket, put it in the corner, forget about it.
That's what I think of fucking Mr. Jason Bourne.
Oh god!
Why not fucking say that shit? Well, I think he's just he's mugging James Bond off. He's trying to be the
I'm going to disagree with that, but I'll let Pickles explain why he thinks so.
Despite You Love Me is a brilliant film. It's got a right good soundtrack to it.
Some of the songs in it are actually they're alright.
Yeah.
And I'll accept that. I even have one on my iPod, but don't mean it's a good film.
Okay.
He's an arrogant, egotistical goon who walks around with a gun and a special car and a nice pretty woman who thinks he's an absolute boss man. And if I met someone like that, I would just be like, just go home, lads. And that's why they're all rubbish.
Why?
And that's it. I don't need to know anymore.
Right. The last ones with Daniel Craig, yes. He's the fucking worst one of the lot of them. Right? He's a fucking knobhead of a James Bond.
I agree with you on that. I agree with that.
But Roger Moore, right?
Oh, because the concept of the main character is something I
but Roger Moore he took the piss out of it a bit, didn't he? But I do get where you're coming from that he's done how many? 26 James Bond films or something now, isn't there?
I mean, there's 24. The 25th comes out next year.
However many of the fuckers there are, right? But he's got to be the shittest spy in the world, though, because everybody knows who he is.
Well, that's.
So I know where you come from.
No, I agree.
I know where you come from. Every fucking hi, yes, we know who you are. You've done 25 fucking films. Your name's James Bond, right? You've got a gun there. Your car's got some fucking missiles, and you're with a slag, right? So just go away.
There was a game actually on the GameCube I played years ago, and I loved it. It was a James Bond game.
Yeah, Nintendo 64, GoldenEye, best game ever.
I wasn't
best
talking about that is
James Bond game,
and I liked it. But as a character, as a person, I would not like him.
Yeah,
and I can't get on board with him at all, and that's why I don't like him.
Sean Connery.
No, that's fair enough. If you don't like a hero, you're not going to like the films we're in. I mean. I'm gonna try and launch it. I'm gonna try and launch it. Well, I can't really launch it. Can I launch a defence on that? No, because there are parts of his character where there's some. I mean, I think he's arrogant.
I think Roger Moore took the piss out of him, didn't he?
I think Craig comes across as arrogant.
Yeah, he's a more
I think some of the others come across as confident more than arrogant. In my opinion, I think it's. I mean, the whole. I mean, Sargy's made a great point that he's a terrible spy because everyone knows him. I mean, that's how Roger Moore played him, because Roger Moore said, "You've got to play it as a joke because it's a joke that he's a spy and yet everyone knows him. So if you play it as an absolute joke, that's the way to go." I think, it's.
To me, Dalton was a good one.
It depends on how if you can't get behind the central character, if you don't like the central character, you're not going to like the films. I do like the central. I like the fact that he's a guy who just does stuff for Queen and Country, and he tries to have a good time whilst he's doing it. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous that he basically. It is ridiculous in the sense that he's basically a guy who goes around, kind of enjoying life, but to a ridiculous degree, and all the girls like him in this world, and all this. It is ridiculous. You got to see it as ridiculous. I think if you see it as too real, if you're expecting stuff like Bourne out of Bond, if you like Bourne,
I'll have a look.
Bond is clearly not Bourne.
Well, don't
Bond exists in a completely different universe to Bourne, I think. I
think as a general rule, if science fiction overlaps real life, with some exceptions, I'm not a fan. No. As a general rule.
No, that's fair enough.
And if it seems too outrageous, I can't get it. Unless the whole film's built about being outrageous.
And I get how and that's why you like Bourne, because it's like, he's a proper spy. He's proper grounded in reality. No one knows who Jason Bourne is, and all that.
Well, yeah, they do. They made 3 films about him.
I mean, like, for example, with Lord of the Rings, it's rubbish.
Yes.
You know it's not going to happen. That's it. There's no ifs, buts, maybes. It's not going to happen. End of story. So that's okay.
I think with Bond, what I see with Bond is it's like it's in a parallel world to ours where everything's heightened, everything's exaggerated, and it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Daniel Craig,
and if you don't like that, you're not going to like
Daniel Craig. The fact that it's into a monumental pisser as well.
Well, that's what I don't like. I think Craig's ballsed it. I think Craig's ballsed it personally.
Is he still the guy who does it?
He's still the guy who does it.
But now this is going to be. I don't think it's controversial at all.
Okay.
Right. It's just how the fucking world's gone stupid at the moment. People now want James Bond to be a woman or a coloured chap.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it can't happen.
I mean,
you agree with that?
I do agree. I do agree with that.
You can't have a woman as James Bond.
No.
You can't have a coloured man as James Bond, because it's all about, well, it was about the Russian Cold War originally, and in the books, you got to be realistic.
It's written as a white character.
Yeah, you can't go changing it.
Why can't they make a different film, completely different film?
That's what they should do.
You know,
that's what they should do. They should make a women's spy series and not have it be.
They don't have to take over the name and
like Emilia Clarke. She's chirped up. She's a shit actress. You're not being James Bond. Flower, right? You can fuck off.
That is so harsh,
right?
No, honestly, Joe, I completely get your point on Bond. I mean, I love Bond, so it's like we're probably shitting on my favourite.
On your bonfire a little bit.
Yeah, you pissed on my bonfire. but that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I can see both points of it.
I get it.
Some of them,
I do get it.
Yeah, some films are shit of him, and some films are quite good.
There were sometimes where I watch the old Bond films and think, oh, shit, there's no way you could get away with that now. You just wouldn't get away with it. It's just like wrong, so wrong. Right, I've got my bottom 5. Resident Evil Afterlife.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. No, that's awful. Yeah.
that's perfect. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Well,
I think is so bad. It's so long.
Have you not seen the other one?
It drags on. I've seen it. I've actually seen all of them, Sargy.
The last one was pretty shit.
I think they're all
The Curse of
all
Captain.
bad.
They are bad films.
But at World's End just takes the piss. It just drags on for like 3 hours and they do nothing. And the ship turns upside down and then these stone crabs appear and there's like 10 Johnny Depps instead of 1 and it's like, oh my god, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Just lost me. I've got a Bond film on here actually.
Oh really?
And this flits about a bit. I have Die Another Day on here, which is a bad one. But I might actually switch that and put Spectre on it because Spectre pisses me off. It actually makes me want to punch the screen.
Spectre?
It pisses.
Hold on a minute. No,
Spectre is.
What about Quantum of Solace?
No, I think. No, the thing is, right. I'll tell you why, right? Quantum of Solace, it's shit, but at least there's no like, it doesn't fuck around with any characters and stuff. It just kind of, it's shit, but it doesn't actually change the history of the character or anything. With Spectre, they start doing stuff where they take like Blofeld, who's the arch enemy of Bond, and make them brothers, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That you thought that was a good idea, and it's like shitting on Ian Fleming.
But Die Another Day is a shit film and all.
No, but at least Die Another Day doesn't shit on the characters. Spectre just fucks the characters over. Honestly, it just pisses me off. It really pisses me off.
Die Another Day, right? Quantum of Solace. What happens in that one then?
Well, not much.
It's a shit. That is a shit James Bond.
It is bad, but at least it doesn't go anywhere.
At
least it doesn't try and do character development and fuck the characters up like Spectre does.
Many lots of films have done that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Spectre. The other two I have: A Good Day to Die Hard, Die Hard 5. Christ, that's a bad film.
Is that the one with his son?
That's the one with his son, and they go to Chernobyl.
Yeah.
And they walk in, and they have gas masks on, and then they go, actually, because I'm John McClane, I don't need gas masks anymore. So they walk in with just a vest into radioactive.
I actually don't.
I've seen this. I have seen this.
On reality, I actually don't think anyone needs a gas mask there anymore.
They do not. Isn't that the one where they save his daughter or something like that?
No, that's the one before then. Die Hard 5.
Is it Die Hard 4 the one with the computers and stuff?
Yes, yeah. Die Hard 5. Die Hard 5's even worse.
Die Hard 5 is shit.
It really is like you are scraping the barrel.
But then Die Hard 1 is a fucking great Christmas film.
Well, Die Hard 1 is Die Hard 1 is one of the best action films ever.
Yeah, it was not in your top 5 though, was it?
No, it would be close. It would be up there. But to me, that should be the only Die Hard film, really.
Oh
Die
yeah,
Hard
there's lots
film
of
and then leave it.
Jurassic Park was another one for me, you know.
Yeah. So A Good Day to Die Hard I've got, and the other one which I saw in the cinemas recently, Richard Curtis film, Yesterday. which is where the Beatles. There's a magnetic pulse, and it wipes out the whole Beatles music catalogue.
Well, to
and
be fair,
everyone
I wish
forgets
that
about
would
the
happen.
Beatles except for one guy, and then this one guy tries to pass off the Beatles records as his own.
Hilarious.
Now, I quite like Richard Curtis, and I quite like the Beatles. So I was going into this thinking, this is going to be pretty good, because Richard Curtis has done like 4 Weddings and a Funeral, he's done Notting Hill, he's done Love Actually, he's done Vicar of Dibley, Blackadder. It's like he's got a good track record as Richard Curtis. I'm thinking, do you know what, this is going to be. He's done About Time, which is great. I was like, right, I'm going to enjoy this. Christ, it is the most disappointing film I've seen in a long. It's the premise. It's
well,
like
it's hard to
the
make
premise
shit
is
music.
the premise is ridiculous.
Shit music as in the Beatles.
Yeah.
No, but I think the Beatles do good music. The tours in this film, they've got
I think that film's fucking brilliant. That they should just wipe the whole fucking Beatles record.
So we're talking about films or the Beatles here?
You're talking about the actual Beatles.
Because I want to know why I think the Beatles are shit.
You think the Beatles are awful?
I think the fucking Beatles are awful.
I think the Beatles are great, I think. But the trouble is with this film,
he's fucking headlining Glastonbury next year.
Yeah. Paul McCartney.
Yeah, the fucking old cunt. Yeah.
But with this film, they're getting an actor who can't sing, which is amazing. So you have a musical where you're singing Beatles songs and an actor who can't sing.
Yeah.
Murdering the Beatles songs. That's the first problem.
No, he's not, actually. They couldn't sing, so he's actually onto a winner there. Right? So give him credit, because none of them fuckers could sing.
Okay. But brilliant. And then it's supposed to be a Richard Curtis film, so you've there's a few laughs here. Not a single laugh in the whole film. Yeah, obviously I did not laugh once. I was watching it going, this is bad. And then you have the most ridiculous scene in any film ever, right? Honest to God, this is where it just gets mental. He discovers that there are 2 other people who remember the Beatles as well. And they know who he is, and they're thinking, and he's suddenly thinking, oh shit, they're gonna know that I have stolen all this music, so they're gonna be fucking onto me here. They come round they basically corner him and they go, we love what you've done. We've loved what you've done to keep their music alive. Keep doing it. And if you need some help, go to this little cottage. We found something interesting for you. So he goes along a dirt track. There's this cottage by the beach. Knocks on the door. Who answers it?
Paul McCartney.
Fucking John Lennon. Now John Lennon has been dead 30 years.
Yeah.
And he answers the door. It's Robert Carlyle, who I love as an actor. He's playing John Lennon, and you have this weird thing where John Lennon has a little chat with him for 5 minutes about, I just wanted to stay off the radar, all that. And I was like, at that point, I was like, the film can fuck off. Honestly, you've lost me. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely makes no sense whatsoever.
Speaking of decent films, you just reminded me of Full Monty.
Yes. That is a good film. That's it, yeah.
Because it's based on what actually happened.
That is a good film.
They'll probably accept the actual.
Yeah. So yesterday, pissed me off. But I could put loads in there. I could put a lot of Disney live action remakes in there, like new Lion King, new Aladdin. They're bad films. The new Lion King is literally Jesus. What the hell would they
why fix something that ain't broken?
People still keep going to spend money on this rubbish, and that's why they keep making it.
Yeah.
You know, there's enough suckers.
I know.
Yeah.
So what I was going to go on to is there's the if you think there are any sequels
or franchises
that are better than the
original.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings. Does that count as a sequel, or is it part of
Yeah.
Well, because obviously my third one's my.
Yeah. You also think the Bourne Supremacy as well is better than Bourne Identity.
Yeah, that was close one.
Mad Max 2.
Okay.
The second Mad Max. Rambo 2.
Now I think Toy Story 2 is better than Toy Story 1.
Yeah.
I don't, because it was the first one, and
okay. I also think Finding Dory is better than Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah. No. I think it is good.
But
it's good though. Yeah.
What else?
It's good.
better than the first ones?
I've got lots of kids ones on here. I've got lots of kids
Technically
sequels
Star
that I
Wars.
think are better than
Yeah,
you.
Star
Well, yeah, it's
Wars,
got
yeah.
You put-
Empire Strikes Back.
No, but I like the first one.
But do you think the Empire Strikes Back is better than the A New Hope?
You said that in your top 5,
Yeah.
so well there you
Yeah.
go. So yeah, that is one.
But I did. Yeah, I like that one.
I've got Stuart Little 2. I think Stuart Little 2 is better than
Can't
Stuart Little
remember
1.
really. I like Stuart Little 1. I did like it, but I can't remember Stuart Little 2. I mean, I vaguely remember it, but
And I actually think the new Jumanji
oh dear.
is better than the original
Really?
Jumanji, which is going to be a controversial shout.
Well, yeah, because I
I-
haven't seen it, but it has to be good.
Yes.
It has to be,
Yes.
it has to be really good.
No, I think it's only good because of Kevin Hart and The Rock, with how they just take the piss out of each other in it.
Well, yeah, that's it. I think the comedy in the new one, is slightly better than the comedy in the old one, even though the old one does have some good moments in it.
I love the old one. I think it's
I
great.
do like the old one.
I think it's brilliant.
And have either you seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Ralph
the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
That film annoys me a little bit, actually.
Which one?
No, I've never seen the second one. The first one. This is annoying.
Yeah, I think the sequel's better. I think the sequel's a lot funnier.
Oh, well, fair enough.
A lot funnier.
Fair enough. There's Frozen 2 out now.
Yes.
Are you going to see that one?
I am going to go
Are
and
you
watch
actually?
Frozen. I actually am going to go and watch Frozen 2.
For fuck's sake.
Because I love Disney. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love the Disney films.
No, but
But yeah, I will watch Frozen.
I
2.
watched Frozen hungover.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it better than it not hungover?
No.
Oh.
And
Have
there was
you heard about?
in my hungover state there was a lot. I thought there was a bit of innuendo in it, so I pissed myself laughing
Probably was. It's Disney, isn't it?
about I want to go up the something
Disney,
like the
so-
North fucking thing. Yeah,
It's
so
Disney,
like
so I would probably put money on that being true.
films.
Have you heard about some of the complaints about the new John Lewis advert?
No.
Have you seen the new John Lewis advert?
Is that the one?
dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on part of it, he does his little fire, and the snowman melts.
Yeah.
Well, some parents' kids, like literally like 3 or 4 parents' kids, have actually cried because they thought it's Olaf dying. And they actually
Oh
complained
my
to John Lewis about this
fucking
advert.
God.
Unbelievable that.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is
It's just like,
oh
what is
God,
going on?
Don't
Jesus.
complain. Your
Jeez.
kid's crying. Just fucking slap him and tell him to grow up. It's not Olaf, you daft twat. It's a snowman.
But it's like so if Channel 4 put the Snowman on, you know, the cartoon where the snowman basically melts and dies at the end, are they going to have masses of complaints on that one as
Possible,
well?
isn't it? Because Olaf's more popular than Snowman.
Jeez.
The original good Snowman.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yes.
I think the remake of that's pretty good.
Oh no. Well, no. I think the
original's
original's better than the remake. I
Black
think.
and white.
Yes, I do. I do think the original's better than the remake.
Alt and colour.
Yeah, he just likes that makes sense though for what you said.
Anything in colour.
Consistent, isn't it?
What do you think of franchises that have gone on too long?
Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Jurassic Park, I would agree.
The Hobbit.
The Terminator.
Terminator, yeah.
Expendables.
Taken, yeah, should have. Yeah, that.
The Hobbit was close to making my worst,
Well,
and that's a massive drop in it. That
yeah, that is a massive drop in
I
quality.
think it's partly because it's such a big drop.
You might as well say James Bond then.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
Well, I've said that already. Technically, I've already said that.
He wants them all to be binned.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. I
Fast
haven't
and
seen it.
Furious.
Well, that's how many films is that now? 8 films.
9, I think. The first one was alright. Then they should have bit off the
I think they should have stopped at Toy Story 3.
Rocky. They should have.
Really?
I like Toy Story 4. It's all right. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
But just get over it.
Okay.
As good as the 3.
Yeah.
And it's just going to get ruined. And they'll make Toy Story 5 probably at some point.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Well, I hope not. I think they've. I mean, I mind you, we said the same about Toy Story 3, that they had a good place to end it and didn't. But I would think that they've had a good place to end it now with Toy Story 4.
The Land Before Time 2. Unbelievable. Just end it after a great film.
Yeah.
Why ruin it with dinosaurs singing?
I would say,
Rocky.
well, yeah, Rocky, too much. Yeah, too much of Rocky.
Too much of Rocky. Expendables.
Yes.
Rambo.
Star Wars.
You could
argue that, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Pirates of the Caribbean.
yes. That should have ended after the first one.
I mean, that character is probably one of the most known characters in the whole history.
I have to agree.
What?
I have to agree. Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I have to agree. I do.
No
I'm
way.
afraid I do have to agree with
No
Pickles on this. I do think
I
he's
hate that guy, and even when I was the right age to like that guy, I still hated him.
I do think he's annoying. I really do.
Oh, fucking. What's he called in. You've not seen. Have you. The latest Pirates of the Caribbean? Fucking. Who is it's in it?
That doesn't help at all.
Paul McCartney.
Oh, is he?
What the hell's he doing in this? Jesus.
He's in it. He's in jail.
The Bourne films.
Okay,
So the Bourne Legacy was not far away from my worst films.
yeah,
That's the fourth one with Jeremy Renner.
and then they did but then they did the Jason Bourne, didn't they?
Which was decent, but it's just
too much.
shut up. Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah, we said that.
Yeah.
Definitely one. That could be arguably the highest one.
I mean, a Die Hard. I'm just
Die Hard,
kidding.
yes.
Die Hard. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I would say Indiana Jones. Indiana
They
Jones.
should have stopped it.
The
Yeah, it's
fourth
a little
one they
bit-
should have
A little
stopped.
bit much in it, yeah.
I know that they're doing a fifth one.
Oh, for
Really?
fuck's sake.
Yeah. Oh, God, I mean, I
That's
just
just
hope
off the
that
book.
it's not as bad as 4, but jeez.
I mean, Aliens. I mean, Jesse Lingard's running around in that.
Alien, as in the Alien.
It's in his head.
Oh, you mean the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Yeah.
What other ones are there?
Franchises have gone on too long. Oh, it's
Highlander, they should have stopped at 1. Highlander 1 is absolutely fucking brilliant film.
The Hangover.
yes. God, that should have. Well, it shouldn't have been a
stopped at 1.
series, should it? It should have just been one.
It's awful. There's number
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Number 1, I mean, for me, is not that brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
For the giggles, I'll watch it, yeah, whatever. But the regular on TV 2 and 3, and it's awful.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
went on
Meet the Parents.
too long.
Big Greek Wedding or whatever it's called.
What was the second
Meet
one?
the Fuckers.
Was that the second one? Or was that the third one?
The third one was Little Fuckers.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
too good. That was a bit dodge.
The
Definitely.
Greek Wedding or whatever it's called.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a second one of that, didn't they?
Yes.
The first
The first one wasn't even that good, I don't think. But mind you, I can't remember it that well, so...
What other ones? It's gotta be some other fucking shit.
I think the problem with sequels is they all go into one then, don't they? And you just
Yeah, they kind of.
Yeah.
and then when they pop up, you just think, yeah, just shut up about it and don't make another one. But as I said, people are stupid enough to go and buy tickets to watch this rubbish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're
Transformers.
I suppose it's hard because I can understand why people do, because
Right, I'm going to chuck this one out there.
a character, or you like a set of characters, it's like In Between Us 2.
No, yes.
Did we really need In Between Us 2?
No.
But we still went and watched it just because we had a lot of affection for
And
the
also,
characters.
there's another point now. There'll be lots of parents who say to their kids, "Oh, Star Wars was brilliant when I was your age.
Yeah.
Let's go and watch this one. You'll love it like I did." And they probably will love it because they're the right age. And then when they grow up, they'll say to their kids, "Oh, I love Star Wars when I was younger." It's going to carry on, isn't it?
That's it.
The Avengers movies.
Oh, really?
All of them, yeah. There's far too fucking many of them.
I agree. I do think there are too many of them.
They
I think
make,
some of them are very good. I think some of them are very good, but I think they're too
They're
many.
getting to the point where they're making 2 a year.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah,
Really?
it's overkill.
It is absolutely overkill. Iron Man. Then you got Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. You need to watch Iron Man 1 to know what goes on in 4. Then you need to watch 4 to know what goes on in fucking Captain America. Then you need to watch that to understand what goes on in Ant-Man and fucking whatever. Then you need to watch that one to know what goes on in Black Panther. Then you need to watch Black Panther to understand what goes on in fucking Captain America 2. You're like, what the fuck is going on? There's far too many fucking films.
I don't actually watch that many new films these days.
But Scarlett Johansson in that, yes, she does.
You know, I'm not a massive cinema
So-
goer, and I'll wait till they go on to
Now
the
she's
usual.
dead.
That's fair enough.
There's no point in
That's fair
watching
enough.
any more of them films.
I'm a chap who kind of looks at Rotten Tomatoes, looks at the critic stuff, and if I'm looking forward to a film, I mean, there'll be some films that I look forward to and I go, okay, I'm going to go to cinema and watch it, even if the critics slate it, because I'm looking forward to it. But if I'm on the fence with a film, I'll see what the critics say, and if the critics say it's rubbish, I'll go, no.
Yeah, no, but some critics, but then you do get some ones who like some sort of genres of films and ones that don't. So if you send someone like fucking Joe to go and criticise James Bond, he's going to go, they're all shit.
No, but the whole but I think with like with the whole professional film critics, their job is to be as kind of impartial as possible and just judge it on the merits of structure. If you like this genre, you'll probably like it. If not, you won't. That type of thing. Judge it on that.
Isn't there an Avatar 2?
They're making an Avatar 2.
Why?
Another one.
I fear for that. Because that's just
the first one was awful, wasn't it? So,
but the trouble is, it's like technology's come on like infamous, so they're going to be like, let's ramp it up some more. It's like, no, you don't want to ramp it up some more.
Yeah. Resident Evil, there we go.
Oh god, that's really going on too long.
28 days later.
Yeah.
They've made like weeks later and
months later, years later.
Yeah,
cars and planes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually forgot a film in my favourites.
Okay. No?
That literally, because you just said cars, it came into my mind now.
Okay.
Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Ted.
You'd have a cross next
fucking
to it.
Ted.
But I love that film.
Yeah.
John Candy is brilliant. Uncle Buck as well, actually.
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, John Candy's pretty much brilliant in every film he's in, isn't he?
Home Alone, he's great in that, and he's not even in it for that long, but he's still great in that.
Hey, that's a franchise that went on too long.
Yeah,
Home Alone went on too long.
There's a 4 now.
Scarlett Johansson's in 5. There's shitloads of them. Scarlett Johansson's in one of them as well.
Yeah, she's in the 3rd one, which I actually don't think's that bad. That's the one with the remote control car. I actually think that's...
No, he's also a different kid as well, isn't it?
Yeah, is it? Yeah. I actually thought that's alright.
They go crap after the second one.
And then he's on that Norwich Union advert, and Ian Macaulay Culkin's like, remember me. No, we don't remember you, mate.
No, because you took water pills.
Oh, God. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast, everyone. We'll be back next time doing a similar thing with television. So, yeah. And, so that
I
should
actually
be
know my
interesting.
top 5 off the top of my head for that one as well.
Well, save it for next time. Don't spoil it for the listeners.
I've got too many though.
Well, no, but Pickles had like 30 films.
You can't fucking count to 5 then, can you?
I can't choose them.
I couldn't fucking choose.
That's absolutely fine. That's the whole point of this. It's like a discussion on films and stuff and everything. So yeah, it's turned out pretty damn well.
Pretty damn good, lads.
Pretty damn good, lads. Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, we might as well leave the last bit of banter with Vinnie Jones, and we will see you all next time.
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Hey lads! That wanker's got a front football shirt on! Let's give this Nancy a fucking good kicking! Come on lads! It's going off!